Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So this is just going to be a short video today, but I have some breaking news that I think is worth cheering about. Wayne LaPierre, the president or director of the NRA, has resigned. Now, this is not going to be taking effect immediately, so we're going to talk about when this is going to take effect, why it's happening, and what I think is going to happen to the NRA moving forward. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So Wayne LaPierre resigns. To my knowledge, he's been with the organization for about 30 years. Now, this is an organization that's kind of hated by both sides, to be honest with you. You have the one side who believes that they're responsible for everything bad that happens in our country. And then you have the other side that doesn't like them because they're a compromise organization. And I can say that because you can look back at everything they've been involved in, and you can see how many times they compromised on certain issues. And it's really led to the Second Amendment being something that was, death by 1,000 cuts. Every time you give a little sliver, they want a little bit more. And so compromise hasn't been a good thing. And that's really what's pushed people towards no compromise places like the 2AF, the FBC, the GOA, the GOC, and organizations like that that have, outwardly stated and proven that they're no compromise organizations. So again, it's one of those organizations where it's not really liked by that many people. Okay, so I guess one of the big questions is, when is he leaving? Well, his resignation takes effect on January 31st, so he's basically playing out the rest of the month. The reason that he gives for leaving is health concerns. Now, do I believe that? No, I don't personally believe that. I believe that there is a lot of turmoil within the organization, especially given all of the different lawsuits that have been filed against it. One of them saying that he improperly spent the organization's money, trips to the Bahamas, totaling more than $500,000, $1.2 million in private jets and stuff in flying places. So there's a lot that is directed not just at the organization, but there's things that are directed at him personally. And I think that takes at least some focus off of what they're trying to do. So I think it's internal turmoil is the reason that he's leaving. Now, is that true? I don't know. It could be health issues, but again, that's my opinion. Now, the next big question is going to be, does this mean that they're going to change as an organization? Are they going to become no compromise, or are they going to make the necessary changes that are needed to put things back in the right direction? Because let's face it, they're a huge organization. They have a lot of connections. They have a lot of resources. And if you put somebody in charge who knows how to manage those resources and knows how to manage and use the connections that they've gained, over the lifetime of that organization, could it become something great? Absolutely. 100%. I mean, it takes a long time to cultivate what they have cultivated, right? And so having that to work with as a fresh start could definitely be something good, but there's a problem. They have a board, and so the board really makes a lot of the decisions. The board meets and the board talks about what their focus is and what they're going to do moving forward, and they talk about, the big issues within the organization. And the board hasn't been very helpful, at least in my opinion, up until this point. The board has been, again, terrible, I think. Now, speaking of the board and how I believe the board will never change, and as long as the board remains the same, it doesn't really matter who becomes president. Some of you might remember Adam Kraut. Adam Kraut did some legal videos for John Patton over at the Gun Collective, and they were phenomenal videos. This guy is extremely smart. He's an attorney, very, very well versed in the Second Amendment and the Constitution. He started working for the FBC, and I believe now he's even the director of the 2AF. I could be wrong, but I believe he's the director of the 2AF now. So again, very smart, no compromise guy. There was a lot of drama, if some of you remember, a while back, because he tried to get on the board of the NRA to effect change, and they don't like change very much over there. So obviously that didn't go over very well. But the board, again, is really kind of the controlling party. Now, obviously, having Wayne LaPierre and some of his questionable decisions and financial decisions and stuff as the president didn't really help either, right? So you had kind of multiple factors that were leading to the downfall of that organization over the past, couple decades at least. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot more to it than just, the top guy. Now, I'd personally like to know what your opinion of this situation is. You guys can leave that down in the comment section. You're probably going to be seeing dozens of videos about this over the weekend because I think it's pretty big news. But regardless, I wanted to share that with my viewers and my subscribers. Hope you guys all have a great weekend. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a great day.